Hey everyone, welcome to my channel on this super cold, windy day. This should be a lot of fun. Well, AUTEL just did some firmware updates for the AUTEL EVO Nano Plus and the EVO Lite Plus, and I'm going to bring them both out. Well, I have this one out already, and try them out here. Now, when I did the firmware updates, the EVO Lite Plus, perfect, smooth. But on the Nano, not so smooth, and I was videotaping it. I videotaped the Lite as well, so let me show you what happened. Watch this. If this should happen to you, do not panic, because this is quite normal in the world of firmware updates for drones. So here I'm just starting the firmware update. It downloads the file that needs to be updated, then it's going to transmit it to the drone, and the drone has to do its own installation of the update. Well, in my case, it failed. And when I did a reboot of the drone, the controller, and the app, it then said, you got to do an IMU calibration. Yeah. And no matter how many times I rebooted the controller and the drone, the IMU calibration kept coming up. So I just did the IMU calibration to satisfy the app, just so it would show it was finished. And then after that, I checked to make sure I had the updated version of the new firmware, which I did, which means that although the firmware update process had failed, the firmware had still been installed. All right, we're all set to go. Let's take this little guy up. We'll check out the new firmware updates. Now I'm going to turn off the obstacle avoidance so it stops making the beeping sound. I don't need it out here. Turn that off. There we go. Let me show you what is new in here. So let me bring it this way. All right, there's a good shot. This is what I want to show you. So this is video that is not HDR. HDR is the new update on this. So right now, if you notice, oh, okay, it does work. Over there, you see where I'm pointing? That's bright sky. And back here where I am, I'm kind of in the shade, right? So you get bright and dark. And that happens with any camera when you're filming. So you want to keep things pretty, even. So here I'm going to change it to HDR. So look at my phone. I'll hit stop.
Stop recording.
So you see under video, there's HDR. I'm going to turn it on. Go back. And there we go.
Start recording.
Okay, so now this is HDR. And everything should look pretty cool. Does it look better to what it looked previously? It should, because now you should see more detail in the sky. I think I see a blue streak now. And you should see more detail where I am. So that's what HDR does, high dynamic range, which is pretty sweet. Here, I'll put side by side what it was before in normal and HDR. So you're looking at both of them right now. Can you see a difference? You should see a difference. All right, so now let me stop and show you they have 8-bit log as well. So stop this.
Stop recording.
I'll turn off the HDR and I'll go down to log. There we go. See log color? This is 8-bit log. So I'm going to hit record.
Start recording.
There we go. We're recording 8-bit log. Any log format in any camera, no matter how cheap or how professional, just means a flat profile. And it means it's up to me to stick it in my computer and stretch out all the colors to get the high dynamic range and everything else. Sort of like the HDR, but it's up to me to do it. So you're looking at it right now. I'm leaving it flat, and on the count of 3, I'm going to do all the color settings. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So I've done all those color settings you see right now on my computer, and that's how it looks like. So if you're somebody that films a lot and you like to adjust the colors and everything else on your computer to make an image look really good, then you'll want to use log format. There we are, we're back to normal. Now, one of the things they changed or fixed or adjusted in the bug report was the zoom. They said they made it smoother, so let me turn the camera more towards me. There we go, so I'm in the center here. And now let's go to zoom. You see there's 1 times, 2 times, but I'm not going to use any of those. I'm going to manually zoom, so watch this. There we go. So now is it smoother? I'm zooming into me. There we go. I don't want to zoom in too close because I look kind of hideous when you get close to me. I look better when I'm far away. I think most people are like that, especially if you're in Hollywood. So yeah, so was that smoother? I don't know, I'm going again. They said they made it smoother. So there you are. There. I'll turn it so I can go max zoom. I'll turn it and look at something else. I'll look down my street here. Looking down the street, let's go maximum zoom. Going down, going down. Gotta keep it going. There we go. Get up there. I don't know if that's smooth. It keeps on switching between things. I'm trying to go smooth. There's 16 times zoom all the way at the end. There we go. And I'll bring it all the way back. All right, let's bring this guy down for landing. And there we go. All right, so that was the new firmware updates on the Nano, well, at least the major ones. There were some bug fixes as well. I'll put right over here. You see all the list of stuff they fixed and did on the Nano. It's written all there. You can read it really quick. And now I'm going to go grab the EVO Lite Plus, which has the same features, but it also has dynamic track. So just like the previous AUTEL EVOs that could track you when you walked around and avoid objects, the new firmware update brings that to the EVO Lite Plus, but it only brings it for following a human, it says. It says it won't follow cars or trucks or anything else. So let's try it out and see how it goes. The obstacle avoidance I'm going to leave on because I want to see how it works with the tracking. So you should see if my phone is recording, you'll see both. Now on the side you have a new mode for portrait, and then you have track over here. There we are. Oh my god. It looks like you could select cars. Maybe I'm mistaken. So let's put it on video. Turn on the record. Bring the nose down, or bring the camera down. Put it on me. Tap me. And there should be a go button, follow. So there we go. I hit follow. And it went up a bit. It's coming over to me. And what's it doing? It's just sitting there. It really gets close for this follow. Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Let's move around here, see what it does. So yeah, look at how tightly close it gets to me. I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go pick up that one I left on the driveway just to show you. It's right there, but here, let's walk back and grab that camera so I can show you how close it comes to you. But you can see it in the image. It's like zoomed right in on me. Okay, let's grab this camera over here. There we go. Okay, so there it is up in the sky. This is a wide angle lens on this camera, so it might look far away, but it's rather close, which is really good for filming if you want something decent. I'll walk this way so no cars hit me. So it seems to work well. I'm going to try to see if it's got the avoidance on to miss things. I'm going to go backwards now. Is it going to go backwards? Yeah, automatically flies backwards. And it turns around. Oh, that's pretty cool. Did you see that? I don't know if the camera picked it up. The gimbal turned. When I walked to the side, the drone didn't turn, but the gimbal turned, and then the drone came around to follow it. So the gimbal swivels from side to side. That's pretty sweet. Okay, let's walk up here. There's a lot of obstacles. See this? Trees, cars, house. What's it gonna do? I hope the avoidance is on. It's going up. See, the gimbal is turned. I don't know if this little camera picks it up. It's turned and it's looking that way. So the drone can face one direction and the gimbal can face another direction. That's pretty sweet. Let's go over here. There's a tree over here. I'm gonna move the camera that way, see it? And I'm gonna walk over here. But it seems to be all right. I'm going under this branch. It's keeping its distance. And if I come by this tree, is it gonna see the tree? Yep, it's going wide. It's missing everything. There it is out there. Oh. So now it can't see anything on the sides, but I think it remembers the trees there. Look at this thing. I'll bring it back this way. Bring it back. This is so cool. It works really well. Just the way that gimbal turns. Most drones, the gimbal does not turn when it follows you. The gimbal stays forward and the whole drone turns. But this one, the gimbal turns. That is so wild. Put it here. Geez, I bent down and it just comes really close to me. This thing's cool. All right, let me try with a skateboard here. I have a skateboard, kind of hidden. Every time I bend down and hide, it jumps over to find me. Look at how close it gets. All right, so I'm just gonna go down the street on a skateboard. And I haven't driven a skateboard all winter, so here we go. It's pretty easy to drive skateboards. This is electric. So there we go. Whipping down the street, go over to the corners. Now if anything goes wrong, there's a pause control on the remote that I can hit with my thumb, so you can just stop it from becoming a menace to anybody. But look at that, look at how close it is on me for filming. That is wild. All right, now I'm gonna come back at it. So let's see, it's gotta go backwards and spin around. Watch out for that tree, Mr. Guy. Oh, did it lose me? Yeah, it lost me. Okay, I'm gonna face it at me, see if it sees me down the road here. There I am over there. I'm gonna tap on me. There we go. And follow. See if it comes back. It's catching up to me. Don't hit me in the head. There's a truck behind me, so I'll go over to the side. It's gonna be a truck passing me. There we go. And then whipping up some speed. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. This dynamic track is awesome. I like it. Obviously, I'm not going through or around objects here because, you know, I can't do too much. I'd have to take this out to a big field to see how good it really is. But I do like the fact that it, just the way it's tracking with that gimbal. Let me see if I can lower it as it's following. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, you can track really low. Now, a lot of drones don't let you do that. Let me see. I can't go too low now because cars, yeah. As soon as I move, it's bouncing back up. Now, I'm just going to check if you can do that in 6K. I highly doubt it. No, you can only do, in tracking, max is 4K. All right, this was just a quick update to show you the new firmware updates that are out for AUTEL EVO Lite Plus and EVO Nano Plus. Not all the firmware updates are out yet. This thing should be able to track cars and any object you put, you know, you draw a box around. It's not there yet. When I started up the app, it was there. Everything, you know, everything. Did you see all the little dots on the screen? Everything came to life and then they all disappeared and only humans were left after the tracking was initialized. So yeah, so you're going to see in the future this thing will be able to track anything and avoid things, which would be pretty good. Same as on the Nano. We don't have the tracking on the Nano yet, but it's coming. There's still a few more things, like I say, that are missing, but I'm glad they have the HDR. They've got the log, which is pretty good. The log is on here as well. The only other thing I didn't show you is the image transfer speed, and that is a new firmware update to increase the speed. So basically you bring your phone close by, your whole phone and control. Here, I'll grab this here. You bring all this really close, and when you want to download a file off your drone, which is super large in size because it records them quite large, and you want to transfer them over to your phone, it now transfers super fast. It's twice as fast, I think, as before, or 3 times as fast. I'll put right below here what the speed is. It's really quick. All right, thanks for watching this. I hope this was informative for you. And there's people wandering by everywhere, and they're probably wondering why I'm talking to my Jeep. So I'm going to end this video now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on the new firmware update, just post them below, and I'll be back out when there's more firmware updates on this or on something really cool on a DJI drone. All right, catch you later. Bye.